Crypto News channel where you receive your information about the cryptocurrency business, which is a high reward with a high risk with a high reward business. Once again, welcome. So some people requested and put their comment that I should make a video about the Hex, Pulse Chain and Pulse X. So today we are going to look at the Hex. First the Hex, and then the other videos I'm going to present to you the Pulse X and the Pulse Chain. What are the differences? So today we look at the protocol or the current cryptocurrency whose protocol's name is called the Hex. You can get on hex.com. I will put the link below. As a matter of fact, it says Hex stakes average 38% returns a year. So first blockchain certificate of deposit, just like the ones you have in the traditional bank, certificate of deposit where you put the money there and then you receive a fixed interest rate per year as defined. So this time Hex introduced this in the blockchain business, 38% returns a year. It says a high returns, no minimum, and it's decentralized design. What does it mean? The return, of course, when you compare with a traditional bank, is very high. Okay, no minimum required, so you can buy, you can start with any amount. This is something that is really very wonderful about the crypto space. The entry barrier is very low. Okay, so you can start with any amount. You can buy the Hex. Okay, so let's see what's the value of Hex today. 5 cents. Look at it, it's 5 cents. Or if you want to see it officially, let's go to the DEX screener. So this is the price 0.05174, which is typically 5 cents of a dollar. Okay, so with 5 cents you can just buy it and start. Okay, all right. So here it's also interesting. It has a very high liquidity and a very high market cap. So Hex is a real big protocol with a market cap of $30 billion. So it's one of the big boys in the space. All right. So which means it has a liquidity anytime you want to sell it. You can exchange, you can buy or sell. There shouldn't be any issues to that. It says here 478,557 wallets already own Hex. So far, the Hex price went up 9,481x under 2 years. So within 2 years of launching, it went up. So if you had invested, if you had bought it at the beginning, after 2 years, you must have made almost 9,500x in that, which is huge. It's really big, man. Let's see what it means here. If you had bought it and stayed for 2 years with it, because the Hex works by staking, all right, you got to stake it to receive the compound interest, the APY, which is 38%, and the other bonuses. So if you make almost 9,500 times, which means if you had invested $100, you are going to receive this 1, 2, 3, $950,000 under 2 years. Okay, so how? What made it to be so successful? All right. Okay. All right. Of course, we have 38% in a year, but this is not what made it to skyrocket. All right. What really made it was that the price went up so high, and then after now it's coming down, but it went up so high. And again, but then what made the price to go up instead of going down, usually as is the case? It is because this is a staking. That is when you stake tokens, you remove them from the circulation. And once they are out of circulation, what happens? The lot of demand and supply. The demand will be higher, the supply will be less. So automatically the price should go up. So in any free market, what controls the price is the lot of demand and supply. So if the demand is higher than supply, the tendency is for the price to go up. If the supply is higher than demand, the tendency is for the price to go down. For example, now, what is happening today? We have some geopolitical issues, regional conflicts, and then because of that, you know, it disrupts the logistics and everything. So in that case, the demand is now becoming higher than supply, and we're having inflation in the whole world. Okay, whatever people are saying the prices are so high. Why? Because the demand is higher than supply. What made it possible? Because of the first we had the pandemic, and now uh, we are having some regional conflicts, and then it disrupts the supply of product and services. So eventually the prices should go up. Okay, so the same principle comes here. Why is it that Hex was very successful? Okay, it has a 38% returns a year. Okay, but this is not the only thing. The prices also went up because you see, 478, almost 479,000 wallets, they have the Hex. And this Hex is staked, which means they're out of the circulation. Okay, and if you want to unstake it, of course, you pay some penalty. All right, and the staking here is up to, I think, up to 6.5 years. Okay, so this is about Hex, and then if you like or interested in buying it, it's still operational. So as I told you, this is it. You can still come and buy. It's still operational. This is the chart. Okay, this chart is 1 year chart. Is this? If you like to put maybe 1 month chart, you can just click here, and then it tells you now. The 1 month chart is telling you that now the Hex is kind of recovering. It's going up a little bit. Okay, so if you want to invest in it, it's still an opportunity for you. There is an opportunity because it's going to grow more. All right, but as this is not a financial advice, you have to do your own research and understand what you're doing before you can invest your money. What you do with your money is your total responsibility. Not anyone on YouTube or so will tell you what they're going to do. What we provide here is just a kind of information to help you make your decision. And for you to make a solid decision, you got to do your own research. Right? How it works, you click on how it works. Frequently asked questions, and then you have more things: testimonial, security, scam, Hex versus Bitcoin. They compare the two in terms of the yield within this period of time. Of course, the yield from Hex is small because already the price of Bitcoin is high, so it cannot increase 9,500%. It's impossible. All right. So in case you want to buy, also they have a swap. They have a DEX on the website here. You just swap. That is, you should have an ETH in your wallet, and then you can buy the Hex. Why is that? Because Hex is built. It's a protocol built on Ethereum network or Ethereum blockchain. Okay, so that is Hex. Now, what is happening is because of the success of Hex, the developer, the founder of Hex, which is Richard Hart, decided to have its own blockchain, and this own blockchain is what we call Pulse Chain. The blockchain is Pulse Chain, and the DEX to work on this Pulse Chain is what we call PulseX. So that is the connection between Hex, Pulse Chain, and PulseX. The same founder that founded Hex now wants to create its own blockchain, and the blockchain is called Pulse Chain. And on this Pulse Chain, of course, we're going to have a DEX. What is a DEX? DEX is a decentralized exchange. Okay, so this decentralized exchange is just, let me show you an example of a decentralized exchange. Here you have a PancakeSwap. PancakeSwap is a DEX on Binance Chain, Binance blockchain. Okay, so all the transactions, all the changes, the swaps you do, Binance setting of tokens you do on the Binance Smart Chain in a decentralized form is done through PancakeSwap. It's a centralized one, you have to go to the Binance platform. But this one here, you just connect your wallet. So since you just connect the wallet here, and the swap means you exchange for the token you want. All right, so this is what we call DEX, decentralized exchange. All right, for Binance Chain, the native token of Binance blockchain is BNB, and the native token of the DEX, PancakeSwap, is the cake. So that is why I have here BNB and cake. Now, if you want to buy any other coin, since for the blockchain, the native token is BNB, you must have a BNB in your wallet, and then you come in here and click. So when you click here, it's going to give you other options of other tokens you can buy. Okay. For example, you have Bonnie, BUSD, EPS, Ethereum, and okay, you have all of them here. Okay, the ones you don't have here, you just put the address in this place. You put the address. How do you put the address here? Let's go back to the DEX screener. So if you come to the DEX screener, here you have, this is a hex. Okay, so when you come down here, you see hex. This is the address of hex. So you come on to this place, you click to copy this address, then you come to this place and then you just fix it. Alright, then once you put the address here, then it's going to appear. Alright, the hex is supposed to appear in this place. Alright, if it doesn't appear because they are on different blockchains. Okay, PancakeSwap is on a Binance blockchain. Hex is on Ethereum blockchain. So in this case, it's not possible to appear in this one because they're on different blockchains. It can only appear if there is a bridge, what is called a bridge. A bridge means crossing over blockchains. Okay, so if you have a bridge, let me see if it's here. If you have a bridge, like in this one here, also this one, they don't have a bridge. No, it doesn't have a bridge. Okay, well, this is what you call a bridge. When you can cross, when you want to buy a token that is on another blockchain to a different blockchain, you call it a bridge. Since we don't have it here, it cannot, it's not possible to do it. So, but if you have other tokens that are launched on Binance Smart Chain and you have, let me give you an example here to be very practical. So Hex is not possible because it's on Ethereum blockchain. Now let me see another currency that is on Binance Smart Chain. Okay, for example, Sefu. Sefu is on a Binance Smart Chain, and this is it. Yeah, this is Sefu. Now, if you want to, for example, if you want to swap Sefu through the PancakeSwap, what are you going to do in order not to be scammed? There are two options. You go to the Sefu website. They have a DEX there. You can do it inside their website, or you come to DEX screener, and then here you see Sefu here. Okay, you see Sefu, then you come here and click. You just copy the address. Then you go to PancakeSwap. You must have BNB in your wallet. Okay, then you click here on the cake, and then you put it. Let's see what happens. Alright, so you see here, Sefu appears. So you import, gives you all these instructions, you import, you say, okay, you now import it. You now see Sefu. So now if you want to buy Sefu in this way by coming to the PancakeSwap, this is how you do it officially without being scammed. Another way is to go to the website of Sefu. There you can also swap. You can buy it on their website, or you come to PancakeSwap. Why? Because PancakeSwap is the DEX of the Binance blockchain. So all the protocols launched on the Binance Smart Chain, all of them, you can swap their tokens on the PancakeSwap. Sometimes they have their own DEX on the website of the protocol, or they have an extension of PancakeSwap on the protocol. But this is the general DEX for the Binance Smart Chain. So in the same way you have for Ethereum, the same way you have for all the blockchains, they have their separate DEXs. So, as I said before, so was really launched on Ethereum blockchain, and now Richard Heart wants to have his own blockchain, which is called the Pulse Chain, and then wants also to, which is called the PulseX. Right, so this is the connection between the three protocols. All right, but today let's focus only on on the Hex. So it says here that to say learn more, you just click here if you want to learn more about the Hex. And if you want to stake, alright, what is to stake? Stake means you invest and say the number of months or years, the period of time you want to keep your token locked. It's locked up, okay? So you have to say the number of time you want it, that is to stake. Alright, so it's saying here to lower transaction gas fees, Richard Hart, this is the founder of these protocols. Richard Hart is founder of Hex, Pulse Chain, PulseX. He's building a new Ethereum fork called the Pulse Chain. That's what I told you. So Pulse Chain is a fork. What is a fork? It's just a copy of Ethereum blockchain. But he wants to do what on that? He will just copy that, but reducing the gas fees. That's what he intends to, because today the gas fees in Ethereum are very expensive, and many people don't. That is why many launch their protocols, their projects on Binance Smart Chain, because Binance Smart Chain, the gas fees are cheap or cheaper. You also have a Polygon, you have AVAX, but the number one people use is really the Binance Smart Chain. Okay. Alright, so we continue with the Hex. It says here the hex.com diamond. Alright, so this one's, if you come to the website of Hex, just put the hex.com. You're going to get all this information here. Then here says how to buy it. You just click on it. I have shown the DEX. Okay, this one is the advertising at the time. Okay, say the future of investing is here. Why? It said the certificates of deposit, CDs, are common investment tools managed by banks. Okay, so this is the concept used by traditionally in the banks. Now he brought it to the blockchain, the cryptocurrency world, and I think he was the first to do it, and that is why the Hex became very highly successful. And it's one of the biggest in terms of market cap, the biggest or the largest cryptocurrency projects you have. If you go to CoinMarketCap and put there, you're going to see the ranking. The ranking of the largest, you see Bitcoin is moving. I think Hex is, I don't know whether number 6 or 7. Okay, so this is the concept. The concept of it is this: CDs, certificates of deposit. You say you can stake your Hex by locking up any amount for a period between 1 days and 555 days. Alright, so 555 days is how many years? 555 days, if we divide 555 days divided by 365, so it's going to give us over 15 years, okay? So you can choose to stake for 1 day or 15 years. Alright. Of course, your stake accrues rewards every day. So you stake and you're receiving rewards. And the amount of yield depends on the length of your stake. That is obvious. Longer pays better. So all these things, they work generally. But if you really want to make it more, it goes by compounding. So you have to leave it for a longer period of time. The APY for Hex stakes of average length is around 40%, while traditional bank CDs are less than 2%. Okay, because the cryptocurrency business now is in a phase of called a decentralized finance. Okay, that's why I said it has no central entity, it has no central control. Okay. But this is the challenge. You have to read a lot, you have to understand, because you have to do everything by yourself. No one is going to help you. That is a decentralized finance. Everything that is, it has a minimal interference, minimal intermediation in the business. That's what it means. That is the meaning of decentralized finance. They call DeFi. That is why if you just want to invest in this, you just connect your wallet. You don't need to take permission from anyone. That's the way it works. Connect your wallet. But for example, in this case, you buy the Hex and that's all, and then you stake it. Stake it means you lock it for the period of time you want it to be there. Okay, then you'll be receiving the rewards. All right. So it says the hex price went up, as I said before, almost 9,500 times. Okay. This is now the current price. Market cap is 30B. The rank in coin market cap is 14 because we have a ranking of the cryptocurrencies by market cap. Bitcoin is number one. Okay, Ethereum I think is number two, and then you have I think a BNB or so. So you have the ranking of them by market cap. All right, and then market dominance is 0.6%, and in terms of holders, is 478,557. All right, then it says stakers today. Right, we have all this information here. You can just come to the website and see it. Okay, the graph I think I showed you is here. This since launch. Okay, so this is the movement since launch. It was launched. All right, so this graph is the same. Show you the same thing. It's the same graph, but on the next screen now you can see it. You can put a number of years you want, and then you see the information on the period of time you want. I always prefer to go to Dex Screener or Coin Market Cap, which are the listings of the protocol. Because it's obvious, every protocol will try to put something, especially that may favor it. So it's always better to go to the one that is not biased. You go to the another one, centralized place like a Dex Screener or Coin Market Cap or CoinGecko and see the graph, okay, which is a third party, so it's not influenced by anything. All right, so here is again started in only 4 steps. You get your MetaMask. Okay, MetaMask is the most famous, but there are other wallets, so it can be MetaMask or other wallets. You get it? You buy ETH. Why do you have to buy ETH? Because ETH is the native token of Ethereum blockchain, and the Hex is built on top of, it's a protocol built on top of Ethereum blockchain. So for you to buy Hex, you must have ETH in your wallet. Okay. Then it says after using it, you now swap for Hex. That is it. And the swap, you now stake it. Swap means it's in your wallet. Staking means that you return it to lock it up. Okay, the locking up. That is why it says you stake it, visit gohex.com. Okay, this is the place where you lock it. That is the staking place, or the wallet where you have to transfer it. Just be there, you'll not be using it for the period of time you said. But if you want to unlock it or stake it, you can, but then there is a penalty, there is a fine for doing that. And then if you want to get more information, okay, and the other things here. All right, so that is what really I have for you. So this is the first video. You requested me to make the videos about what you're seeing on the internet, on YouTube, about the PulseX and PulseChain and Hex. So all these three protocols, they belong to the same founder, the same person founded all these three. Okay, so that's why I decided to make the videos on them, but starting with the first video about Hex before starting the other ones. Okay, but the connection is that Hex, he built on Ethereum. Now he decided to have his own blockchain, which is called PulseChain. And now PulseChain, he now added on the blockchain, which is PulseX. That's the and they click the notification bell so that you can receive the information how it's moving, the progress it's making, or so.